Hey everyone, welcome to GrayManPrepping. It is time for the one, the only, the great Tactical Tuesday, Tactics, Gear, and more. And tonight's topic is don't just survive, thrive. And how's everybody doing out there? All righty. You're all probably doing a lot better than me. With when the staff sergeant's here, it's extra work, extra early, more work longer because the two of us can get more done. We get 3 or 4 times as much done together than me by myself. For the heat out there, reminder, everybody, stay hydrated. All righty, so let's go see who's all here. And actually, let me change the banner here one first, too. And there's our channel members. And let me go up here and look and see who's all here. And back to the top. And just one go. There we go. Okay. First one in was Food Forest Permaculture at 12:30 something this afternoon. Second one in was Food Forest Permaculture at 7:18 Mountain Time. That's my time, so about 45 minutes ago. Next one in was Alicia, Autism Mom. Hey, Alicia, it's her birthday tomorrow. Woo! All right, next one was Mrs. Cornbread. Welcome, welcome. Then Uncle Al, Diet Bullfrog 79. Shadow Scout Swede came in next. David Lynn, Prepper Principal. And let's see. If you haven't checked out David Lynn, go check him out. He's got a lot of cool things going on right now. He's doing a bunch of lives, going on, trying to get his watch hours up, but he's doing giveaways and everything else. So, go check him out. It's David Lynn, Prepper Principal. Next one in was King Poopaw. Hey, Dustin. And let's see here. Everybody's talking back and forth. Jay came in. And seeing if I can't make sure I don't miss anybody as I'm scrolling down here at warp speed. CR, Creative Redundancies in the house. Gear Grinding 19 is here. Oh, and it just jumped on me. Let's scroll back up. There's Gear Grinding. All right, come on down. Mother Earth Garden Club. Hey, welcome. Hey, Sandy. And it's Lewis. It's the Marshmallow Man. Just making sure I don't miss anybody. Okay, I'm caught up. All righty. So tonight's topic is all about thinking outside the prepper box. And by prepper box, I mean, we're going to head square here. What I mean is, I'm going to have just the stuff I need to survive this event, or just the stuff I need to survive that event. And it's like, to me, I'm thinking like, all you want to do is survive and be froze. Afterwards, you're just surviving, hand to mouth, whatever. You're just barely getting by. Not for me. Hang on, let me bring this up here. Yeah, you don't want to just survive. You want to thrive. Yeah, and you should want to thrive, not survive. A lot of important things about that. And like I say, I'm here to thrive, not survive. I have plans to build things, expand, not just make things simple, or just barely get by, but to make things work the best they can, and have everybody go, ooh, he knows what he's doing. Let's go ask him and pay him to help us. And that's after the event. Yeah, well, you can pay me in some. I'll show you how to grow more food. You pay me in food. I'll show you how to do these other things. You pay me in other things, and that's it. Yeah. So just a couple of things to emphasize. The the idea is not just to survive. Things that you may want to think about to help you thrive. A lot of garden seeds. Books on how to do everything from tanning hides to making shoes to build how to make a windmill, how to make a watermill or whatever type mill, windmill, whatever type of milling flour, barley, grains, oats, and stuff like that. Because if you're the only one that can do that, hey, do you know how the millers got so rich? Oh, you're bringing me 50 pounds of wheat. Okay, I'm taking 10 pounds, or I'm taking 5 pounds of flour off the end. That was how things went. Yeah. All right, I'm going to expand on what Gear put in here. Yeah, being a gunsmith, knowing how to fix, repair, or make guns, how to do ammo, how to make black powder guns, and how to make black powder. Being a knife sharpener, how to do a smokehouse, how to use a smokehouse, how to make spices. Yeah, because the big thing that hit Europe is when they imported pepper. It's like, oh, things taste better. Are there any other spices? And then they started importing other spices. Hey, Kaylin, how's it going? Yeah, Kaylin just had a video pop up. I'm going to look at it. I haven't had a chance to watch it. I got it in the thing, and it's the August Prepping Stock Up Haul Part 1, non-food items. So that her video just popped up. So when you're done here, you can go over and watch that. Oh, yeah. Along with blacksmithing, people get this confused with blacksmith, a farrier. Farriers and blacksmiths are not the same thing. Blacksmith makes the shoes. They make the bands that go on the wheels. They work steel and stuff. Farrier takes that stuff, shoes the horses, and so you can do that. And that's something else to learn too, is animal husbandry, veterinary skills. And if you are working on getting a group together, one thing the group should be together on is having enough land to run cows, goats, pigs, horses, riding horses, and draft horses. How to clean copper fouling from a barrel rifle. Tried over the weekend. Going to shoot tomorrow. See if you ruined your .6. Of course, if you shoot lead only, then you don't have copper in there to clean out just the lead. Yeah, YouTube's been slow in getting notices out. Very good. Being a registered nurse, oh yeah, big money. Yeah, or not money. It'll be let's see. Here's 2 chickens. Here's a side of beef. Here's a bunch of vegetables. Here's you'll get paid a lot of stuff for being a nurse, especially if as a registered nurse, you also a midwife. Think about that one. And Jay's right. Mules and donkeys. And if you're able to raise and breed and sell donkeys, there's more money in donkeys than you think. Donkeys were a pack animal before mules, biblically speaking. Remember, he said, about they didn't call them donkeys; they called them asses. All right. Let's see if I can get some other things here. Actually, let me tell you what I'm going to do. Boom. Drop that in there. 15 watching, 13 likes. Somebody fell down and smashing that thumbs up. Hey, Holistic Heritage Homestead. Woo! And hang on, let me, I got to pin this one here. Okay, so the panel link is up there for those that that'd be interested in coming up and sharing their opinions. There are a lot of skills to think about outside the box. Probably one that there's about one dozen to start off with here. Sorry, I was out working in the yard and everything, and I forgot to take the allergy stuff, and we're doing a lot of work with cutting grass and stuff, and it's getting to me. Alicia's a member again. Woohoo! Yeah, I love the way YouTube is cutting people's automatic payments for memberships off. So all of a sudden you don't realize that you're no longer a member of a certain channel. It's like, wait a minute, what happened to my special emojis? What happened to this? It's like, So actually, let me go ahead and do something here. Okay. And Lewis is up here, and I got to go over here to this page here real quick here. And add moderator, standard moderator, save. And who else did I want to throw up there on there? I'm going to go ahead and throw a few more wrenches out here, folks. And Uncle Al, Oldest Dirt, is up here too. And hang on, making another moderator here. I like everyone to look at my chat and go, whoa, it's Smurf City. It's all blue. And they took, I hate it. They took Alicia's wrench away. Well, Alicia, there's your wrench back.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Good. I finally got the router to work.
All right. I think I got everybody taken care of here. All right. So Alicia should turn out. Yep, there it is. Alicia turned blue again. All right.
Okay.
One of the things that I'm thinking of, and Uncle Al probably joined me in this, even though he's a survivalist, he's a survivalist that wants to thrive. So, skills. How to process, don't want to get dinged on this one, how to process the things that PETA hates you to do. In other words, how to smoke fish, how to smoke beef, bacon, how to do the process from live to freezer camp. And also, so once you learn how to do that, that gives you a whole set of skills, because people may not have the skills to do that. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, he knows how to do this. We can get him to help us, and we'll give him a couple of couple steaks or a couple of pounds of the ribs or whatever off it, whatever he wants. So there's Prep for Eternity Homestead, and okay, Brother Donnie still has his wrench.
Yeah, just about any trade out there.
Yeah. However, one of the trades that may not be in demand, computer science, especially if it's been an EMP that took everything out. Oh, you're roboting there. I can't hear anything from you, but you're doing the roboting stuff here. Yeah, how to prepare carnivore food stuff from birth to freezer camp. And
Yeah.
Al's going to go out and try to come back in again. Yeah.
Even finding somebody to have the stomach to put them in the freezer camp.
Yeah, some people go, I want to learn that. And they go to the class, and it's like, I'm out of here. I can't take that. It's going to take more to do it. And Green Granny's in the house. Hey, Denise. And yeah, she's still got her wrench too. So, all right. So food processing from living to freezer camp. Next point of skills to thrive on. How other processing stuff. How to can, pressure can, water bath can, all the foods and stuff. How to do it properly. How to learn now what the proper times are to water bath meat. And of course, the FDA is going to say, or shoot, it's the 4-letter one. Anyway, USDA is going to say, oh, you can't water bath meat. Well, let's see, the Amish are still doing it. My great grandmother did it because they didn't have pressure canners and no one got sick. My grandmother did it because they didn't have pressure canners. And then when pressure canners came along, she's like, until she got, okay, this is going to save me a little bit of time. Yeah, if it comes on slowly. The problem is, most people don't realize if the power is out for the entire nation for more than 30 days, by the end of that 30 days, there's going to be such severe rioting and hey, Tammy, Rebel Canners is in the house, that I got 2 marshmallow men in here. Let's see what's going on. All right, so let me get rid of the other one. Boom, there we go. And so, because some of the projects we worked on over at DHS was working on this stuff to find out, all right, if this is down for this long, what's our recovery time and stuff like that? If it's down for 30 days across the nation, the entire grid, you're going to lose key people to riots. And great. Yeah, he throws up a dancing thing like she's doing the can. I caught that subtle hint there, Dustin. So when you're thinking about, the grid's down and it's nationwide, it's going to come back up, but you just remember, the longer it's down, the worse it's going to be, and the harder it's going to be to bring it up. And like Wayne, ungrateful peasant, who is a electrician, and Southern, I just forgot his name. He's also an electrician back there in Tennessee. When the system comes, when a power plant comes online, they got to be very careful to match whatever else is out there. And so you've got 2 of them coming up, and they're both trying to be, they can wind up burning each other out until they get matched, or before they get matched. Once they get matched up, the others got to try to tie into it. Exactly, yeah. Now, there are a couple of books I'm going to recommend to you. Let me get stuff over here cleared off the other side here. Once again, pardon for the cough here. All right, so see if I can bring them up here, the books. Okay, I just lost the one. Okay, let me go in the other way into it. My accounts. I'm looking at the screen here. Where is it?
Yeah, books. Having the books are always a great thing over a cell phone or computers.
Where is digital content? books. Oh, I got 114 ebooks up there. And okay, I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to bring these out separately here once I can. Couple books are by Jerry D. Young. I can get down. I got a bunch of his books in, but I'll find. Okay, the one book here. It's not going to allow me to do it that way, so I'm going to do it this way here. You have to open up a new tab here. Come on, computer. Amazon's being such a pain in the butt and allowing me to pull from my list here to show people what those are. Okay, there's that one. And the other one is called, okay. So I can find it here. And the reason I'm recommending these two books particularly is because the storyline is all about the skill stuff. Come on. Where'd it go? I was just reading it last month. Slide that far down the thing here, and there we go. There it is. I can get this one up there. And the second one here, more than the first one. There we go. All right. Sorry it took so long, folks. All right. So let me bring this up here. Yeah. So I purchased this back in 2016. It's called Cowboy by Jerry D. Young. And what's so great about this book is it starts out, he's just a little boy in the beginning of the book. There's this mutual assistant group out there, a mag. His mom becomes friends with somebody and buys into it for a small, was called an outdoor campsite on the big property. And because she can't afford the, putting a house on it like some people do, or she doesn't have a trailer tow in there, and she can't buy one of the apartments in the facility. But after the balloon goes up, and literally it's a balloon, the balloon is going up, the old saying, the nukes fly. Afterwards, as they're rebuilding, they start going out and they start doing salvaging operations. Well, his mom learns beekeeping. She learns how to shoot horses, because every time they find horses, they bring horses back, obviously. And she learns candle making, gunpowder making, how to finds a stand of the good, I forget that type of tree, for making the charcoal for the gunpowder. And she plants more of them, creates an orchard of it, so she can keep doing. And she keeps doing these things as a quote, a nobody in the group who's learning skills, and she learns leather making and all this stuff. So she's doing all this stuff, having her son and daughter do things as well. And so by the time he's an adult, he knows how to do everything. And it just goes on, and then it expands onto, and that's in the first several chapters, and the rest of the book is him going out as a trader, going out, finding other groups, bartering with them, setting up trading deals and stuff between their group and their group, and getting stuff going on. So this is, if you want a decent book, this is a good book called Cowboy by Jerry D. Young. And then the other one, also by Jerry D. Young, he has a lot of books, but deals in the same thing, is called Disaster in the Burbs. And she was, quote, a trophy wife. She realized she was a trophy wife when he left her. He left her with the house and stuff, and so she had to get a job and paid and stuff. But after the big disaster and everything fell apart, one of the first, she had started, once she started learning beforehand, she built a little, she dug out underneath her garage, built a little shelter in there, and did stuff. Well, as soon as she comes crawling out of her shelter, and most of the people have been crispy crittered, first thing she starts doing, she starts going into town, and she starts finding where everything is, and what checking all the lists of what she had of pawn shops, gun shops, everything, and starts collecting stuff. And then she winds up she finds a big propane truck. It's full. Hey, she drives and it's diesel. For some reason it starts. She gets it back up to her house, parks it in the backyard. She has chickens and stuff going on already, and she's but it's a real good one of getting prepared to thrive. Her goal was not just to survive, it was to thrive and be important. And in the book, she winds up being very important to the community that forms around her. So those are two good books. I got them both, and they really show the importance of developing skills you need later on. And Howie's back in here. And Southern Bless Homestead just came in. Gunslinger Outdoors. Hey, welcome.
Yeah, I was just thinking of this.
Our Cabin in the Woods just came in. Wow, YouTube's late getting the notifications out. We just had a bunch of people come in.
Yeah, I was just thinking of this for the May. Somebody that knows how to tell wild edibles.
Mm-hmm. Urban Garden Chronicles, welcome. And so when you're planning to prepare for surviving whatever event it is, look at it in a different way. Get out of the prepper box and look at it as from the entrepreneurial box to say, all right, I've survived. I want to thrive. I want to become an important person in the new world. I want to, I want to be able to afford whatever I need to get, and figure out what skills you can learn, what books you need to stockpile, and hold on, folks. Don't jump on this until I finish. Videos, DVDs, whatever on or recordings from YouTube on how to do certain things. And someone's going to say, well, if the grid's down and you don't have power, well, there's other ways of doing power: solar, wind, hydroelectric. But if it's an EMP, it's going to wipe everything out. That's why you have a cheap small printer, a cheap laptop, everything on an external hard drive in a EMP bag that you, after everything's done, and about 6 months later, you open it up and you pull things out and you start printing off the documents you need. And once you're done printing, stick it back in the bag, because you never know when a follow-up burst is going to happen. Yeah, steam powered as well, as Uncle Al said. Yeah. So you want to have books and everything else. Kaylin said Faraday cage up there. Yeah. My oldest son got his engineering degree, and most of the books, he sold back because they were so stupidly daggone expensive. But he, copied certain things from the books, important things he needed to know about engineering, in case, if he didn't use it, he would, all right, Mother Earth, thank you for coming in. Have a good night. And Corsair Trainers is in here. He'll be on official lurker status. And Glenn, How to Garden, is in the house. So he has certain things set up like that. Now my youngest son has really gone into stuff. He didn't go to college. He's been learning trades and stuff and books on electrical, wood, carpentry, woodworking, metallurgy and stuff, how to weld, how to cast metals, steels, bronze, coppers, aluminum, stuff like. He's got books on all this stuff he's saving up. He has books on how to build a forge. And so no, actually he doesn't drive anything, Jay. He's a mechanical design engineer, and he takes public transportation because in his words, all those idiots out there driving that shouldn't be driving, I ain't gonna try driving around them and get in trouble. So Mr. Cornbread says, got to run, bad weather, and power might go out. Okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, get things taken care of. And so my youngest is getting all of these books and stuff, hard copies set up for skills that he wants to be able to do after the big die-off. Now, some other skills you may consider. I mentioned a little bit here. So there's going to be, even if there's an EMP and wipes out the grid and other stuff, there's going to be a lot of photoelectric panels around that will survive. All right, and hang on. Yes, I have. On about 25 years ago on the FEMA site, they used to have all these archived plans that were used back during World War I and through the Great Depression and World War II on building and using wood gasifiers on farm tractors, trucks, and stuff. And I probably downloaded, a couple of gigabytes worth of these. So I got them stored on a couple different drives so I can print them off if need be. But before I got that squirrel moment. There are a lot of other skills: electrical, woodworking, animal husbandry, first aid. First aid, of course. And of course, you guys have seen. I moved it out into the other library. My book from Doc Bones and Nurse Amy. Great book to get.
A mechanic.
Yeah, small engine mechanic. Oh, I now remember what I was thinking. Even if everything's taken out by a big EMP, change that. There we go. And you, all the solar panels aren't going to be destroyed. There will be some that survive. There will be certain heavy-duty motors and stuff that don't get fried because they're built heavy-duty, not like the cheap crap we have today. That will survive. That you might be able to turn the motor from a motor into a generator to produce some power. Whether it's but several donkeys running around turning a what the device is called. You run up and you got the gears and stuff going over. You're turning the generator.
A plumber.
Yeah. All right. So Glenn says he's got himself a welder. Jay says stonecutters, masonry work. Yes. Plumber. Watch him make a flintlock. And actually, my youngest son found the old flintlock that my mom had some rental properties ran out, and the one guy just kind of disappeared and fell off the face of the earth, stopped paying, went over, posted, pay or we're going to kick you out. Called the sheriff's department. Hey, we're kicking the guy out. No one's seen him for so long. he had a whole bunch of guns and stuff in there too, and he had some a 45 caliber Hawkins flintlock. Not flintlock. Percussion cap. Black powder rifle. That was a kit that he had lost part of the parts to. But my youngest son is finding out where he can get other parts for it, and if he can't find the parts, of making the parts. Okay, so miller, yeah, you're running a grain mill, and then another type of miller is milling wood. Learn how to make pottery, yeah. A baker,
Somebody that knows how to sew, patch clothes, knit, make clothes.
yep, exactly. And in a while, yes, there'll be a lot of cloth to salvage from stores that don't burn down and stuff, and from homes where people have passed away. But after a while, gonna need to learn how to weave cloth again.
Yeah,
And how to make the yarn and the thread and everything else from cotton. Cotton's a fairly new product. Flax was used a lot for making clothing. Then of course there's the leather goods too, like the mountain men did.
stuff from turning the sheep wool from the sheep right off the sheep to making clothes with it.
And then the different types of wool too. If your area will support alpacas, it's such a nicer wool than sheep wool. And so there are a lot of different skills. And if you're part of a group, bring it up in your next meeting. What skills are we bringing to this group, pros, so that the whole group can thrive afterwards? So we can become the center of civilization, as it were. Yeast for beer and wine. Yeah, okay, Al. Al wants something to drink. Hey, Al, rice wine. Sake.
Dandelion wine.
Oh, how many of you have watched the Count of Monte Cristo? I'm trying to think of the one that had who the actor was. So he was in the Thornbirds and stuff, but he played the Count of Monte Cristo. And one of the ways he brought the one guy down was the French semaphores stations. So the one guy, the one doing the flag, sending the flags, the machine thing on it, pass it on. Well, he had the guy just insert into the data transmission things about false messages and what one guy went down. But being able to send messages, whether it's ham radio, Morse code, semaphore, whatever it is, over a distance will be a skill also. Yeah. Yeah. Skills, but you need tools. And so, yeah, you need to have a lot of tools. I have all my dad's tools, both as a mechanic and a machinist. I got boxes of machine bits and stuff and blanks to make the carbide cutting edges up. Yeah. And a lathe can be used for both wood and metalworking. It's just that, how you do it. And yes, Jay, it was Richard Chamberlain. Yes, thank you. And Idaho Garden Girls in here. And so we're at 18 watching 22, so we've lost a few people. Yeah. A friend of mine, I've talked about him before. Actually, I've had him on my live streams a couple of years ago, but he's now totally off grid. He's out of Los Angeles. He's up in the finger of Idaho, up here in Bonner County, and he's totally off grid up there, totally 100% off grid. And he has a stream, and he checked it out, and he has enough water going through it to run a hydroelectric plant year round. But because of the snow and stuff, he's got to figure out a way to so he can get the keep the water turbine from freezing up. And once he has that, then he'll have more power than he has from his photoelectric. All right, Alicia, have a good night. Yes, the Woodwright shop. My wife and I used to love that. We used to watch it for years. My wife actually has a wood crafting shop there in California. So one of these trips here, I'm going to, once I get the shop here set up a little bit better where I can receive that stuff, we're going to be moving up her bandsaws, all her sanding stuff, her scroll saws, all the routers and everything else, and bring it up, all the planes and everything else, and so.
Yeah, I got a bunch of that stuff too.
Yeah, and the thing is, that's some of the good stuff. If you go around to estate sales, and where and not so much in the suburban areas, but start moving out, not in the urban areas, move out into suburbs or the rural areas, you'll find some of that stuff being practically given away or thrown away at estate sales. People don't know what it is. They see this wooden block with a thing. What the heck is this? It's like, oh, I'll take that. Here's $1 for it. Oh, I'll take that. Here's another $1 for it. Because some of those, to try to buy those old tools that are in good condition, money. You're going to sing in front of the song from Cabaret. Money makes the world go around the world. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, those things are expensive. Yeah, you got to have, from everything I've seen on it, a decent enough flow to make it's. You got to have enough elevation. You can get it to pump back up past it, but you need to have enough to get it to work to do its thing. Good night, Howie. Yeah. So yeah, there are a lot of things you need to think about. Don't just think about, I need all these skills. Try to narrow things down. Okay, I want to do this. I want to be a candle maker. I want to be a leather worker. I want to do shoe repair. Well, wait a minute. Leather work and shoe repair, those kind of go together. Candles, that's off to the side a little bit here. So cobbler, leather maker. Oh, I need to learn how to tan the leather, so I'm not paying somebody else for that. And so you work on several skills off of a field of different things you can do. Because if you're making shoes, you can make leather holsters and sheaths. So for those tools. You can make the boots, not just shoes, but boots, chaps, leather aprons for craftsmen and stuff. So I think there's a different things to do on that. Woodworking. Woodworking covers a big thing. Cabinet making. Building a house, framing, and everything else. There's a lot of different things. And if you have the tools to do woodworking, you can do a whole bunch. And if you have a lathe, you can make chairs now, as well as making cabinets and desks and all tables and everything else, doors for new houses and stuff. I was avoiding that one. Okay, so let's go to the darker side here. Thank you, Jay. Undertaker, embalmer, everything dealing with the sanitation of disposal of remains. Yeah, Shadow Scott, exactly. Paper, how to make paper as well. And if you ever see how they make paper, if you have your paper, you're making paper, and you got a couple cabinetry shops, the guys around you, I'll take all your sawdust to make the paper. Yeah, making the handles for your tools. Oh, I broke the handle to my hoe. Woodworker, can you make me a new handle? Yeah, scrolls. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. We're in deep poo-poo. If you have skills, go to the mayor's office. Yes, Monty Python. Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead. Yeah. And if you already have a dentist in your group, make sure about ways of running the tools without power. That means there's an assistant there on a bicycle pedaling away to make the drill work. So be it. Yeah. And so there's not just cow leather. There's sheep. There's pig. There's I just lost it. Horse leather too. Just about, there are quite a few different types. Oh, buffalo or bison, whatever you want to call it. So there's a lot of different skills there. So don't just think, okay, I'm just going to go out here. I'm going to do my imitation of Steve here. I'm a lone wolf. I'm going to go out there and Steve smacks him upside the head. So there's a lot of different skills to learn. Pick your skills now. Doesn't mean you have to limit yourself to that, but try to, like I said, pick a field and everything tied into that field, learn about it. So you're not paying someone else to do something that you can do, so you can make your final end product as well.
Yeah, and practice it is a big thing.
Yeah. Get it down, practice it a little bit. You don't have to do it a lot, but just enough so, like, if let's make it your hobby. If woodworking is your hobby, boom, you got your stuff there. If being a seamstress is your hobby or your profession, there, and then you just learn on the other stuff. How many people watch Garden State Gardener? What facet of industry is in his chat? A lot. All right, you can see how many people in the side chat here can think about what I'm talking about. What facet of industry is in his side chat? A lot. And he gives away stuff for this facet of industry.
Yarn. Something.
Yarn. Knitting, crocheting. Uber. Julia, Uber. That's not what we're talking about. Hey, Julie. And we got oh man, there's a whole bunch of things. Can get out of here, messages. So we got Juliana and we got Julie Evans. Juju, BB, and Juliana. And so they're seriously, people, you get an idea, write it down. Keep yourself, it doesn't have to be a small book, can be a big book. Keep your ideas written down. Do your research. Figure out what else you can do and what you're going to need to be able to do it. And of course, gardening is going to be right there. Unfortunately, there are idiots out there actually they're worse than idiots. They're wannabe homicidal maniacs telling other people, you don't have to grow a garden now. You just get all your seeds, and when it happens, you just go out there and put your seeds in the ground, and you'll have food everywhere. Lion sacks of manure. Okay. And Jay went there. He took the Uber and he ran with it. Literally, he's running with the Uber. Rickshaw. I can just see Jay running around. All right, come to my American rickshaw power. And of course, CR is making his comments. All right, so think about it. If you come up with some ideas, come back later and put them in the comments afterwards. You know, here's an idea. Here's is a profession to be interested to learn to do in after SATF has wiped out 75% of the people. Oh yes. Yeah. Bookbinding and printing. That's something else to do too. To salvage and learn about it now. Find out where print shops are that still use type and set, and just and so because you want to get to before everyone looking for lead to make musket balls raids it and melts all the type down. But that's something to learn about getting, because being able to because there's going to be need to print off new knowledge as it's gained back about oh, the book here you have had good, but it didn't have XYZ. Those are the things that the author forgot to put in there. So you need to write extra pages to go into books and stuff.
I was just thinking, we can laugh about the Ubering thing, but you would have to have somebody or some people that would know where they're going to get stuff.
Yeah. And there's going to, one of the things is in a lot of the books and stuff that where there aren't any more cars and they're going back to, horses and stuff. Horse becomes a big trade thing, and different types of horses. And of course, you also got donkeys and mules. You got riding horses. You got draft horses. So having learning about horses and do that. And sorry, I just looked down and saw this. Yeah. Somebody had a video on some really old typewriters on how to make ribbons for them, or how to re-ink the ribbons for old typewriters. That would be important. After a while, the ribbons are going to wear out. But how to make the ribbons, how to re-ink them so they last longer.
Yeah, even somebody that knows how to drive boats and know how to travel in boats and where to go in boats.
Yep. Because especially those near lakes and near big rivers like the Mississippi and stuff. I'm thinking oceans and stuff. Learning how to go out and fish from the sea. So that'll be a skill there. You'll be able to go out and catch fish, because in 10 years, or even 5 years, what it can be caught from the sea is going to make a rebound, because it's not being depleted all the time. Tack for the horses, for the mules, for the farm implements that are pulled by horses and stuff. That's where your blacksmith comes in, is making the farm implements, the plows, and stuff like that. And finding old books on how the original harvesters and stuff worked. The first, grain harvesters and stuff, where you can harvest more grain for the amount of labor, so you can make more money or make more goods. Or raise your thrivability in the afterwards. All right, Jay. Yeah. Steve has a Corsair pirate ship somewhere offshore, hidden around Catalina or something. So yeah, he's gonna be and he's going to call it the Black Pearl and put up black sails when he takes off. So just as long as he doesn't start doing the Jack Sparrow thing, he'll be good. Oh, I. Aha. Different type of II that's spelled AYECR, but eyes. How to make glasses. If you know how to figure out, sorry on the phone, but if you learn how to make magnifying glasses, reading glasses, whatever type glasses, that's a skill that, because when people break their glasses, and they can't see, they're going to give an arm and a leg and a tooth, the gold filling out of their tooth to get glasses back. So I'm hoping everybody's getting something to this, think of an idea. Okay, well, I don't want to spread this around, but this is going to be my idea. This is what I'm going to try to do, and write it down. Because with all of the woodworking stuff that my wife and I have, one of the first things that we'll, once the grid's down and everything's collapsing and it's a true SHTF or Tawaki situation, more likely a Tawaki situation, is to be able to convert all our power tools, bench-mounted power tools, to work off a belt drive, so that we can have a power source, whether it's a windmill, whether it's a steam engine, whatever it is, to be able to use all of our woodworking equipment.
Yeah, nothing like those old belt-driven stuff.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's like, hang on here. You'll love this. Images. Here you go, folks. Steam powered. So there's your stuff. You got all your power for different things. Factory floor making stuff. All your steam powered stuff. Water powered to make stuff off of steam powered until they were able to build electric generators. Yeah, you just look at all the different things that are out there. The machinists, everything's belt drive, and they're working on it to do stuff. So learning how to set something up like that is also going to make you do it. Yeah, exactly. CR. If you don't have them, or someone brings in a broken, spotting scope, being able to repair it. Actually, it'd be a quarter-mile away, and yeah, there would be a lot of people trying to set stuff up to run off of the Snake River. Yeah, that's things you need. Wood cutters and stuff to make those work, and if you get the water wheel going first, something water wheel, that's it. Yeah, there's a lot of things to consider to where you can thrive and not just be surviving. Or if you work with Steve, you're a member of the crew, not someone down in the hole rowing. So, all right. So I hope everyone's getting some good ideas from this. Hey, Shawnee. And of things you can do. Grab up the other thing here and put that over there. So coming up next here. So on Friday over on Camp Patton Family Compound, the other channel, is going to be Bugs, the Good, Bad, and the Ugly, 10 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 Pacific. Monday on Camp Patton Family Compound is going to be, for the Monday Night Fireside Chat, is going to be what are your favorite TV shows. And, of course, someone mentioned the Woodwright Shop is a good one. This Old House is another one that will help you out in the times. Next Tuesday here, the topic is going to be sanitation in, during, and after emergencies, disasters, and Milwaukee. So we're going to be expanding it there. So that's what's coming up here in the next week. Hopefully here in another week or two, I will get, I may get the Thursday night, the Midnight Ride back going again. And hopefully here next week, I can start recording some more Your Prep for Today. If you haven't seen all the Your Prep for Today, there's a lot of good things in there to go back and review the Your Prep for Today playlist. Hang on a second. I got, so far there are 392 Your Prep for Today videos out there. Little short ones on little things you work on every day to get your preps going. All right. Thank you, Lewis, for coming up here and all your great ideas.
Yeah, I'll see you later, Gil.
All right. Take it easy. And everyone else out there, remember, stay happy no matter what life throws at you. Stay safe. Don't go out and do anything foolish. Keep adding to your preps. Water, food, medicine, clothing, and skills. All right. All right. See you all around and take care.